Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI and a clever spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here, and we've got some amazing things. So first of all, with the live audience with us here now, let me know in the chat. Let me get the chat panel up. And let me know if you see and hear me. Give me a big old hello or a howdy or how do you do or whatever you want to say. And greetings. There we go. Got a greetings. Okay, thank you. I always got to check and make sure that this thing is working right. And yeah, so we are here with you live. I have a lot of great stuff to cover with you today. Today, we're going to be talking all about using AI tools to build an online business and to build an online income stream. And we have several things that we're going to talk about. I'm actually going to show you a hands-on, step-by-step tutorial on how to use two different tools. And we're going to show you how I'm currently using those same tools to generate profit myself online. And let me get my desk organized here. I have like 1,000,002,000 windows going, and there we have it. Got 3 monitors worth of tabs and windows and everything else going crazy. So awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I'm going to make it worth your while. So a few things we're going to talk about today. One of them is going to be how to use AI to create a whole bunch of stuff that you need to properly use social media, how to create YouTube thumbnails. And basically what I'm going to show you how to do is how to take one photograph of you or whoever your brand is about, and then be able to take that photograph and use it in all kinds of really cool artwork that can be used, again, for social media. We're going to be using them quite a lot for YouTube thumbnails and a whole lot more, because frankly, it's a big pain in the butt to constantly have to take new pictures for social media, for bios, profiles, content, all that kind of stuff. So if you have a brand where you are the persona of the brand, I'm going to show you how you can just take one photo and basically put yourself anywhere you want. You want to take a picture of you on the moon? I'll show you how to do that. You want to go back in time and be in the 1850s, a cowboy? I'll show you how you can do that. It's a lot of fun, on top of being able to make a lot of assets that you can use to generate profit at the same time. So I'll show you how we're doing that. Then I'm going to show you an all new AI ad. I'm actually going to make it while you watch. I didn't even practice, so it'll be fun. I'm on the high wire without a net. I'll show you how to make one of these ads, and I'll show you an example of one of these ads that is basically doubled my advertising performance. So we've made a quick video ad using very inexpensive tools that you have access to, that I've done training on before. And I'll show you how to use them to double your results in your advertising. So we're going to get that done. Plus, we're going to talk about commission chain reaction if we have time at the end of today's broadcast, because I got a lot to cover. And so that's our agenda. And I'm also here to help you. So those of you who join me in the live audience, and a lot of you are my paying customers, you're members of one of our programs. Probably most of you are in our push button AI project. You're probably beta access users. You're probably inside the private beta. Who here is a push button AI customer? Give me a big shout out in the chat if that's you. If you're an existing customer of maybe one of our products, but push button AI is the big one. Give a shout out in the chat so everyone can see who the customers are. But especially those of you who are customers, speak up, ask questions. And if you need help with specific things about push button AI or the strategies on how to use it, of course, then we're going to be helping you with that. And then, of course, I'm here to answer any and all questions. Anything I can do, it's my mission to help you become a more powerful, more successful entrepreneur. And that's what this show is all about. Awesome. So now before I get into the content, I want to talk about something. And this is a product launch that's going on by a friend of mine. He actually was on just about a week and a half ago. I did a podcast with him. I interviewed him. His name's Mike Filsame. A lot of you probably know who Mike is. He's been a voice in the marketing and digital entrepreneur community for going back a long, long way. He's one of the original voices that inspired me to do what I do. And so I brought him on and interviewed him, but he has a product launch for something called Groove AI. Who here has heard of the Groove AI product launch? It's like being talked about everywhere. So probably a lot of you have heard about it. Well, I have a secret link. So Groove AI is a special early bird backer program where you can get in and be part of something before it's, you get to be part of the experience of building this product out with Groove AI as a backer. And a lot of people are spending a lot of money on that, but I've got a secret link that I sure hope Mike won't be mad at me for sharing. He shared it during our podcast interview. So I think that gives me permission. So I'm going to be sharing a special link where you can get in on the Groove AI backer launch for a very inexpensive price to get in the door. And at the same time, you'll have an opportunity to get free access to their white labeling solution. So I think it's something like, don't quote me on this exactly, but something like 6 months worth of access to their white label without paying anything out of your own pocket. Of course, read the terms and conditions and understand all of that. And also, just for full disclosure and transparency, that is an affiliate link that I'm about to share with you. And so if you do end up joining the Groove AI launch and become part of it, I will get a commission for that. For full disclosure, I need to make sure that that's really clear. So there you go. So I'm going to show you on Groove AI. First of all, everybody should open up a new tab and go to groove.ai/bill. Groove, and here I'm going to pop it into the chat just so everybody can have it. And I'm going to open a new window as well, and let's see if it actually works. So here, I'll share my screen. Let's look at it together. And I'm going to show you how you get access to this very special deal. It's a very special deal that is not offered to everyone here. So let's get my screen, and I'm going to head over here. So when you go to groove.ai/bill, let's make sure it's working. There you go. Okay, so there is the link. I just popped that into the chat. And before we get into today's content, Mike is sort of the sponsor of today's show. So I want to point this out because one of the things that as of the time of this live broadcast, there is only 1 day left. And then the backer program closes. So if you have been watching this launch and you have been interested in it, the backer program closes in 1 day. This is the last day to get in. So we're down to 1 day and 7 hours and 51 minutes, technically. So you can read all about it. You can watch the videos of what it is, how it works. But basically, Groove AI lets you use AI to build sales funnels and sales processes and be able to get things up and for sale online. And it actually complements my product. So Push Button AI can work together nicely with it. And then one of the things that he's offering is a white label version. So you actually can build your very own software business. So you can put your name on it and sell the Groove AI system as your own and profit from it. So you can read all about that. But what you'll want to do is when you go to checkout, let's see, where is the button? Okay, this is weird. Where is the darn button? Okay, what am I missing? That's the mind map. Okay, well,
I don't know what a large language model.
So that's Mike's presentation there. Where is the buy button? Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to him. We're live without a net. I'm going to reach out to him right now. I have Mike here. Let's find out what the heck is going on. Let's see. All right, so I have put into Mike and team. I'm talking to them in Skype, actually. And let's find out what the heck happened. There should be a buy button on that page, right? So I don't know if I'm just being dense or what, but I don't see it. Do you guys see a buy button on this page? Wow. Okay. I do not. Here we go. Okay, I am being slightly dense. Okay, so to be able to get... All right, so I figured it out. So what you have to do is you click the See It in Action button, and then I'm going to show you a special, hopefully the special happy hour promotion that he was doing is still there. Let's go find out. So here is the deal. So we click on See the Demo, which will take you here. Scroll down to the order page, which is right here, and look for, there we go, looking for happy hour. You see that right there? So if you're right now looking to get into the Groove AI launch, go over here to looking for happy hour and click there. And you're going to get a very special deal that is not generally known about. Okay, so Mike shared this on our live stream, so I think I'm okay sharing that with you guys. So that's but there you go. You have a special link. You got 1 day left. There's a special link to claim the special happy hour deal that Mike showed in our live broadcast. But head to there now. It's groove.ai/bill, and that's my link. And if you join and get your white label option, you'll see an option to upgrade to the white label version. Take that. Costs $0, nothing out of your pocket today. And there's a period of time, several months, where you won't pay anything for it. But if you get the white label, it enables you to rebrand the entire Groove AI system as your own and resell it. And then you make money from that. If you take that through my affiliate link, I made arrangements with Mike. Mike and I are going to get on a private closed door session with everyone who buys through my link. And we're going to teach you how to get traffic and make sales for your very own software business. So Mike and I, between the two of us, we have generated tens of millions of dollars in software sales over the year. Many, getting close to probably $100 million between the two of us combined in software sales alone. So we're going to show you the tricks of the trade on how you get software clients, how to get traffic, how to get them converted into sales. And he and I are going to team up and do that private closed door session only and exclusively for those who buy through my special link. So there you go. So I want to get that little promotion out of the way. Sorry it took a little longer than anticipated, but we're going to get on to the content. But that's today's sponsor of the show, and that's Groove AI. So there you go. Groove.ai/bill. Okay. And there we go. I'll pop that out there. I'll pin it. I think that pins it. Okay. Well, hopefully it does. Awesome. So there we go. That is today's sponsor. And now we're going to be moving on to today's content. Now, we're going to get my teleprompter going. Get the light. There we go. Light is on. And there we go. And here we go with today's first segment. Now, reminder to our live audience, I'm recording this so that we can record it as a standalone piece of content. So you'll sometimes hear me refer to my editor, or you might see me do retakes and things like that. But I'm performing it live for you, and we're going to record it so it can become evergreen content later. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, that's what's happening. And we're going to get started with the first segment of today's show. Here we go. Branding today is vital. And when your branding is good, you make a lot more profit. But a lot of people have problems with this because to do branding correctly, up until now, you've had to have a photographer, be able to take your own personal photographs if it's your brand with your face on it, a designer, and it's been expensive and time consuming. Not anymore. So I'm going to show you a quick strategy that you could do like literally in moments, and you can actually have all the social media headshots that you need for your branding. You can have all the shots you need for your YouTube thumbnails, which is how I'm going to be using it. You'll be seeing us using this kind of art in all of my YouTube thumbnails going forward. And I'll show you how it's being done. And it's a lot of fun. So you can take pictures of yourself and put you in all kinds of very interesting situations. And it's using a combination of two things in a powerful way. So many of you may have heard of things called face swapping, and there is a plugin for Midjourney that will help you swap your face on anything that you create in Midjourney. But it's kind of doesn't come out with the greatest stuff often. And so what we've done research yesterday and came up with a way that will allow you to use Midjourney, and it gets it really, really good. It makes great face swapping pictures. So you can take your face and swap it out for all kinds of scenarios. If you want to put yourself in an astronaut helmet on the moon, you want to be an old Western star, or you just want to create dramatic looking YouTube thumbnails, you can do all of that with what we're about to show you. So this is a really cool way to just use Midjourney. And if you haven't seen Midjourney, check my earlier training in the channel, and I'll try to link to it down below. If you're watching this video after the fact, then you'll be able to see in the link down below to our previous training about how to use Midjourney. So I'm going to assume you know a little bit about Midjourney and how to use it. And if you don't, please refer to that earlier video for full training on how to get, install, and use Midjourney. And so using this, it means you could make a whole AI picture of yourself anywhere you want. You can make just about anything you can imagine. And we're going to be using Insight Face Swap is the name. It's a plugin essentially that you can install that allows you to take any Midjourney picture and swap your face out for it. But as I said, Insight Face Swap alone is not as effective as I would like it to be. The pictures come out weird. They often don't quite look like me. And, you have to do like maybe 10 of them to get just one that looks good. So we figured out a way to make it have a way better success rate. And I'm going to show you that process. All right. Now, when we did this, it was weird because they would look kind of like me. And maybe I can show you some examples, but it was almost like a distant cousin of mine did a photo shoot, right? You kind of see the resemblance, but it did not look like me. Okay, but with this new workflow, combining two tools together, you can make Midjourney look just like you. So let's dive into the training and I'll show you exactly how you do it. So step one, we're going to use Midjourney. Okay, so let's share my screen. So you can go to midjourney.com to learn more about it. But Midjourney, it is it is a paid tool. It's an inexpensive paid tool, and it's quite easy to use, frankly. So if we come over here, you can see here that it's like a chat bot. You chat with it. And in the chat bot, like you can see an example. Like, look, there I am playing the piano in a ballroom. Trust me, I don't know how to play the piano, but there you go. I'm going to show you a lot more pictures so you can see examples of how this works. But you set up Midjourney. It works as it's a little chat bot. You chat with it, and then it spits out photographs. And again, watch my earlier training on that. Okay. Now, there's one other piece that you need to make this work, and that is Insight Face Swap is what it's called. Okay. Now, they have a project over here in a site called GitHub. Now, this is a little confusing to everyone, but all you really need to do is there's a link right here. I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to share it with the live audience, and I'll share it with all of our customers in our private members area as well. So I'll give you the link to that. So save that link, and with that, you'll be able to add it to your Discord, and it's totally free. Okay, so this is Insight Face Swap. Okay, that's what you want to do. So follow the simple instructions, and you just add it to your Discord. Okay, and again, Discord is the chat tool that we're using here. Okay. So once you have done that, you'll have access to use Insight Face Swap. And you can see here, it's a bot that's added to my, right here, added to my Midjourney. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to do this in a second. So now with Insight Face Swap, you can take any picture. Like let's create a picture, and I'll just show you an example. Okay. So we're going to go /imagine. That's how you call up Midjourney, and the prompt is, let's say we want a cowboy in the desert with cacti around, holding 6 shooters. Okay. The desert, let's see, wearing a cowboy hat. Okay, so this is the normal way you would use this app. And again, I'm going to show you the supercharged way in just a moment, but we'd submit that. And what it's going to do now is it's going to generate this picture of a cowboy in the desert. Okay, that's the first step, is you generate your picture in using Midjourney. Okay, so there it goes. It's starting to make the picture. And we're going to come back to it in a second when it comes on. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use the Insight Face Swap bot. We've installed the bot on the server, and I'll show you how you use it in a second. But remember, what I'm going to show you right now is the old way, the less effective way to do it. And then next, I'm going to show you the better way to do it. Okay, let's see. There we go. All right, so it is ready. Okay, so here we go. We have some cowboys. So here are my 4 choices. So I think I'm going to go with the bottom one. Let's just see how this comes out. So it's called upscaling. So we're going to click upscale 4, and it's going to spit out the final version of that. So here it's now going to render it, and there it is. Okay, so we just made this. This is unique AI art that was never existed before in the history, and there it is. So what you do is you now you can look at the picture. We can right click it. Sorry, we right click it there, and then you'll notice here under, where did it go? Apps. Under apps, do you see InSwapper right there? You just click it. Okay. Now what it's going to attempt to do, probably poorly, is there you go. It put my face on that guy, right? So I don't know, how do you think that looks like me? I'm not sure. Here, you can compare. Does it look like me? I don't know. Kinda, right? But that's the old way to do it. So let me show you a way where you can do this even better. It's a 2-step process, and I'll show it to you really simply. So first up, you start off with a picture of yourself. Okay, and let me find, let's find this one. One second while I get it. Where did it go? There we go. Okay, so I have several pictures of me here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop one of them. And here, I'll take this one. So I can drag and drop right into Discord. I'm going to send it. Now watch this. So we're going to right click this, and we're going to say copy link. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to start over. We're going to completely start over from the very beginning with the cowboy prompt. Okay. But what we're going to do is, here, let's do this. So we're going to go /imagine. Oops, going to spell imagine, right? We're now going to paste that link. See, we pasted the link there. We're going to do a space. And then let's get our prompt. There's our prompt there. So we can put the same prompt. And, oh, what is that command for the original? It is ... Is it REV? Actually, producer Nick might know. Hey, producer Nick, are you out there?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, what's the Midjourney command for telling it to stay true to the original image? Is it rev It's dash REV.
Oh, IW, image weight.
There you go. Thank you. Well,
Yeah. Do you remember the convention for that? It's 0 to 2.
I do.
2 means, yeah.
So
Okay,
let me do this. So IW for image weight. Okay. And when you were playing around with this, I know at around 1, it seemed like it did fairly well. Did you find a sweet spot on where you think that was a good number?
Yeah, it really depends. You have to play around with it. I start around 1, and then depending on what it gives me, I'll go up or down.
Okay.
And I'm sure you know if you give it a 2, it'll basically just recreate the picture and ignore any of the text. And
I'm going to try 1.1. I'm going to try 1.1.
I always start there.
Okay. So, and by the way, any of you who are getting confused by this procedure, we will be publishing this as a step-by-step lesson. And of course, all of our paying customers and channel members, you will all get the prompts and the step-by-step instructions. So anybody who's a paying push button AI customer or who is a channel member, you guys will get the prompts and the step-by-step instructions. But there you go. So I'm going to submit this now, but there it is. So we have the link to the original image I uploaded, plus our prompt. And then plus this is called image weight. And as producer Nick was explaining, it helps guide Midjourney to know how much to stick close to my original picture here. Okay. So watch that. We'll submit that. And so it's going to go to work and we'll give it a moment. Okay. So now Midjourney is going to do kind of a mediocre job of making a cowboy that kind of looks like me. But here's what happens. The cowboy picture that it's going to make is going to have my general face shape. It'll probably have hair similar to me. And so now when we combine those two methods, we have Midjourney trying to make an image that looks like me. Then we have Face Swapper that also tries to make it look more like me. And you get a great image usually. So we'll see here in a moment. Okay, here I can see the stuff coming out. It's almost, there it is. It's ready. Let's take a look. Okay. So that's what we've got so far. So you can kind of see, do you see how it's kind of, kind of like me? So, but not really. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upscale. This guy here doesn't have I don't want to see what with the beard. I don't know if that's going to come out well. So I'm going to upscale the bottom one. So we're going to upscale number 4. And then it's going to spit it out in here. So now if I right click it, and again, remember, we go to apps and we go in Swapper. And then let's see what it comes back with. So there we go. So that does look a lot more like me. Wouldn't you say? So now you can use this, and I'll show you some examples. Take a look at some of what we've already made with this. So if we scroll up, let's go up beyond that. So of course, producer Nick made that one of me at the piano. Then we got, here's me in a tavern, in a medieval or fantasy tavern. We've got, I don't know. I don't think that looks like me, but there we got that. There's me. There's a classic picture of Elon Musk, and then we swapped Elon out for me. Here's me in a lab with a mustache. I'm not sure why it wants me to have a mustache, but there you go. There's another one. I like this one, this lab photo. I like that. I got like some Ray-Bans that look too small for my face, but I'm in a lab. So these are all examples. Let's see what else we got. Okay, he made this of me as an aging rock star. That was the original picture. Again, there's me as an aging rock star with a mustache. Look kind of like was Lemmy from Motorhead. Oh, I like this one. There's me as a Jedi. Okay. So, but that's the technique we used to make all of these images. Make sense? So we're now combining. We upload, or for you upload your image to start with. You copy the URL out, and you prompt Midjourney to make anything you could imagine with that link. So you say, hey, take my original image and make me an astronaut. And it's going to do that. Then you use the Face Swapper app on top of that in order to then make it look much more like you. So it's by merging those two apps together, you get much better results. And it's kind of a very cool little hack to come out with some really good stuff. It used to take a lot of time and effort. You used to have to try over and over and over before you would finally get a good image. But using this technique, you usually get pretty good images fairly easily. Okay. Oh, I see Sheldon wants me to sing a cowboy song there. With, but no, maybe we'll come up with an AI version of me with a cowboy hat singing a cowboy song. We'll do that some other day. But there you go. So this is a way to supercharge Midjourney and be able to take your face and put it anywhere you need to. And this is great for those of you who are doing personal branding with your business. So whether you need YouTube thumbnails, social media posts, I mean, we can have a lot of fun with this, putting me in all kinds of different weird scenarios, and even making even inspirational quotes. If I wanted to have quotes of mine that I could put on a very unique and cool looking thing, we could do that. Also, these can also be turned into talking images. You've seen my earlier training about talking images. So you can take these and turn the cowboy version of you into a talking image. And again, I have earlier training in our library on my channel. You can find out how to do that as well if you haven't seen that yet. But there you go. That is the first segment of today's show. And I hope you use that to make some profitable and fun images. So do we have any questions from the live audience that we can help with? So let's do on-topic questions. We'll do a really fast round. We got a lot of content to cover today, so we're going to go fast. We'll do a fast round of questions on topic with using this strategy to make images of you wherever you want them to be. Producer Nick, you out there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can. So did anybody have questions about how to do that? I know I went through several steps that, before I got to show how it works. So hopefully everybody was following along and understood that.
Yeah. So we had a semi-relevant question from Blake. This is when you were talking about mustaches.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, speaking of mustaches, have you had any luck using negative prompting commands?
I know Midjourney is can be challenging with that, but the cool thing about Midjourney is, if you don't know, it now has what's called in painting. So you can create an image and you could try to get it to get rid of your mustache, right? And you could do that using in painting. In fact, look, just for fun, let's see if we can do that. Let's go back here. Let me go all the way to the bottom. So let's just try. I have no idea what this is going to do. We're doing this live without a net. So let's find out. So I'm upscaling this cowboy with the scruffy face, and then we're just going to try in painting for a moment. Okay. So there we go. It generated it here. So now with in painting, which again, I did a full in-depth training on this last week, and we're going to be adding that into our library on the channel. So you can check that out later. But all you do is you now click on this vary button, assuming you've set it up and followed my instructions that I gave everybody last week. You just click on vary, and it's going to open up this little thing here. And what we can do is kind of do that. We're going to cover the face of the beard, and then we're going to get rid of all that and just say a clean shaven face. And let's see what it comes up with. So it's doing its thing. It is processing it. And we'll see if it'll get rid of the beard and the scruffy mustache. All right, well, it's still doing its thing, so it may take a moment. So I'll come back while we wait for that. So while we're waiting for Midjourney to fix that face, what other questions do we have? Oh, there we go. It spit it out. So before I even got to the questions. So there we have it. So now, there we go. We got 4 new versions. This guy still has a little, 5 o'clock shadow, but these guys are clean shaven. Pretty good. So now what I could do is, I don't know, which one of the four do we like? I don't know why there's a boat behind this cowboy, but we've got him standing by a river with a boat that looks like it has guns on it.
In the picture, you're on a boat.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
It's
my
using that as the
original
input.
Yeah, my original picture, here we go, is on a boat. That's right.
Yeah, and on that topic, this is kind of where image weight comes in, because I was trying to get rid of the boat, and when I was using that specific picture in the prompt, I kind of had to bring the image weight lower to make sure it would put you where I wanted to put you and not have a boat there. It really wanted to have put you by the water.
Now I know also why the Miami buildings are in the background. So
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So here we go. So it just generated that one. So I can face swap this one now. Apps in Swapper, and it's going to face swap me in. So there I am scowling at the camera. So, all right. Do we have any other questions on this topic before we move on?
Yeah, Sonia wants to know if you're using the paid version of Midjourney.
Yes, I don't even know. I heard that they're not even offering the free version anymore, but you can get a paid Midjourney. Is the lowest level $10? I think it's $10.
Yeah, it's 10 right now.
Okay. So yeah, it's not too awful expensive, but yeah, I think they got rid of their free level.
They did, yeah.
Okay.
That was relatively recent. You could have used the free version up until maybe 45 days ago or something like that.
Cool. Yeah, and I see now that I'm looking through the teleprompter, I see that producer Nick prepared a much more in-depth little training there. So we have step-by-step instructions on how to do this. And so a reminder, all of you who are channel members, or if you're a customer of Push Button AI, we will take the step-by-step instructions, the notes or show notes that I used today, as well as example prompts of how to do all this, and we will share it with all of you. Okay. So there we go. Now let me just get the prompter fast forwarded to the next segment. And okay, well, actually, I don't know if we're going to do that one yet. So okay, so was that the only other prepared segment, Nick? Was the 3 tools?
Yeah, and I don't know if you still want to do the AI zoom technique.
Yes, I do. So I'll be
yeah, the 3 tools were the only one I prepared for you.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, I have some other training that we're going to be doing. So I have 2 things we're going to be talking about today. We'll be talking about commission chain reaction training, which is our special training on using Push Button AI to build courses and make a big old pile of affiliate commissions. So we'll be talking more about that. That's part 4 in our series of training. So I think we're going to have time to do that today. But next up, I want to talk about using videos. So we have had a lot of luck using videos in our in our ads. Okay, so we're running a lot of ads promoting our products, and we typically run to a webinar. That's our normal process. And so we're driving traffic from largely from Facebook and YouTube, both from video and images. And we're taking various kinds of images and we're pointing them to our webinar where people register, they sign up, and they get a chance to join our early access beta program. So, but you have to attend the webinar in order to get access to that. Speaking of, I'll plug that in just a moment as well. So what we've been doing is using a variety of AI tools, and we're creating unusual and cool and funny and viral different kinds of videos to use as ads. And I've been sharing it with the audience as we've been doing this. And what's happened is our traditional ads, like we have traditional ads which feature me on camera and, you know, fancy graphics and and also, like stock images and stock video footage. And they're like really polished, really good looking traditional video ads. And so we started taking different kinds of AI content and running those, and they're just blowing away all of our previous results. So like doubling the results from traditional normal ads of like me on camera talking with all the fancy graphics and stuff, compared to a really weird looking or funny AI ad. It's just, the results just are incredible. And then last week I showed all of you guys a really weird ad, and I want to remind you what it was. I'm going to show that to you. I'll show you right now. And we tested it this week. So we now have this week's test results. And so I'm going to show you an ad that we are currently running for our push button AI product. And it's weird. I'll just tell you that starting right from the get-go. And it's weird on purpose. We really leaned into making it strange. So we're going to show you that ad, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the results. I'll show you a couple screenshots from our ad account, and you can see what kind of results we had from that. And let's get it. Let's see, is it this one? It is that one. Okay.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called Push Button AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. Push Button AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with Push Button AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
So there you go. Of course, the purpose of that was not to get you to sign up, but if you want to watch the free class, feel free to do that. That's at pushbutton.ai/free class. You can register for it there, and you can watch the webinar later on when you have a chance. But you can do that at pushbutton.ai/free class. The purpose of me showing you that video was that was a new video that we made last week, and I showed you live last week's show how we made it. Step by step, I showed you how we did the entire thing, and all of it, from the voice to the video editing to all of those weird images and the weird video footage, all of it, 100%. The music even was AI. All of it was 100% AI driven, and you can do that in about an hour's worth of time, even if you're starting with no experience. So you just follow my training, which, by the way, we'll be posting that video to the channel very soon. And you'll see step by step how to make your own versions of videos just like that. So make sure you've subscribed to the channel. As a reminder, if you're not yet subscribed, you'll see a link down there where you can, of course, give us a nice thumbs up, and then subscribe to the channel so you'll see that when we post it. But I did it live. I showed you last week how we made that. We posted the ads and we tested them. And would you like to see the results? Of course you do. So let's get that ready. Too many windows to close and move around. So here, we'll go back to the screen share. And let me find my screenshot. There it is. This is from our ad account. That was as of, maybe an hour ago. And so you can see here are 3 versions of our ads running right now. This top one that you see on the top is that video I just showed you. And so you can see here, we're getting webinar registrations at almost half the cost. So you can see this campaign here is getting him at $8.43 per webinar registrant. This one is at $4.81. Almost double. So for the same spend, I'm getting almost twice as many people to register for my webinar. So do you think I'm going to make more profit? If I can spend the same money and double the number of people attending my webinar, will I make more profit? Heck yeah, I am. So yes, it is working phenomenally well. So these kind of videos, I think people have been a little skeptical that can they really work for ads? And let me tell you that they absolutely can. So, and that right there is, we've already doubled our results. So we started out with more traditional ads that you would typically see for products like mine. We tested them against AI generated creative and we doubled our results, and we just doubled them again using more AI testing. So it is powerful. So this is a powerful strategy for anybody who's ever considered running Facebook ads for your brand. You should be doing that. And so what I would like to do next is I'll do it live. We're going to do a segment right now, and I'm going to be showing you how to create a different style ad. Have any of you ever seen the infinite zoom videos? Anybody, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a little really cool looking infinite zoom effect where it looks like you're sort of zooming through time and space and it just keeps unfolding and changing. Have you guys ever seen those? We're going to test this week an infinite zoom ad, and I'm going to literally make the ad while you watch. You can watch. I haven't prepared. I don't have instructions set up. I haven't made one of these before. I just generally know how it's done, and I'm going to be using a combination of tools. So I'm going to be using Midjourney to create images, and I'm going to be using Runway to put it together into a video. Of course, I'm going to use our audio, our music and audio voiceover from last week's ad. So I'm going to reuse the voiceover and the music that were generated by AI, and I'm going to make an infinite zoom video. And again, I haven't prepared for this, so hopefully I can do this while you guys are watching. So let me get it set up over here. We got to get this window over here to the right place. Wait, where did it go? There it is. Okay. We'll move that window back over there. We'll go back to screen sharing. And there we go. So there's Runway. Okay. So we're going to be making one of these ads. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with images that we created in Midjourney. And so that was the tool I showed you earlier. It's the chat, like right here, where you can chat with it and create images like these, right? So we can make any kind of image you might imagine. And in fact, I think, here, let me pull this off screen for a second. Let me see which room it's in. Yeah, here it is. So here are the images I'm going to use. I already prepared it, okay? And so what I did is you start out by, you come up with a scenario. And here I just wanted, I'll start with my first one. Let's go all the way up. Oh, by the way, there I am, an astronaut. So there's another example of the kind of cool stuff you can do when you put your face in it. But all right, so I started out with this prompt for today's ad. I said, robots, androids, AI, and humans working together to make money. That was it. That was my prompt. I didn't say anything else. I thought that was a good prompt that just sort of generally described in visual, would create a visual representation of what push button AI does, right? It's AI and automation working together with humans to make money. And so it came up with some options that look like these. So I picked my favorite one, which was this one. And this was my starting point, okay? Now, Midjourney lets you do something really, really cool, and you can just keep zooming out. All you do is you come over here and you click on custom zoom. See that green button? Click on custom zoom. And when you do that, let me just show you what it looks like. It comes up like this. And what you want to do is zoom to. See this little thing right here? You just change it to zoom dash zoom to, and it's going to double the size of the image. And then boom, it creates a doubled image. Okay. And then it keeps doing that over and over. Okay. So then you double the size, you zoom in again, and it just keeps zooming in, or zooming out rather, zooming out. And we're doubling the size and zooming out each step of the way. Does that make sense? So we generate the image, we click custom zoom, and we zoom out twice. We just set the zoom to 2, and it will keep zooming out and keep zooming out and keep zooming out. So I created these images a couple of days ago, but we're going to stitch them all. We're going to put them all together now and create my ad while you guys watch. So let me find my images on my hard drive real quick. They're right here. Okay. So I got all my images. I downloaded them. These are the images that I had created in Midjourney. They're all right there. And you can see I've numbered them. Okay. I've numbered them 1 through 7. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go into a tool called RunwayML, which you see here. It's a very inexpensive, but very valuable and useful video tool. And there's a lot of stuff, text to video, images to video, and we've done a lot of training on how to use it in our channel. So you'll see that in our earlier live shows. But what we're going to do is we're going to start a new project. So we're going to come down here to projects, and I'm just going to say new project. And it's a video composition. Okay, and the first thing I need to do is I need to drop my assets in here. So I'm going to take, these are all the images that I created in Midjourney. I'm going to drag them over here and copy them over. Okay, so it's uploading them all, and once they become available, then I'm going to be able to use them. Okay. Okay, so there they are. Here's number 1. So I can drag and drop number 1 on the timeline right there. Okay. And you can see it's about 5 seconds. So I think, yeah, I think that should do it. I think 5 seconds will be okay. So I'm going to zoom out on that a little bit. So there's image 1, and I'm going to drop image 2 next to it. Well, actually, let's do this. I'm going to, okay, so we're right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click animate. I'm going to click zoom. And then I'm going to drag this here. So I'm making a zoom. And we're going to zoom it. Let's see. Let me see. I forgot to note the size of these images. 1 second here while I do that. Size of the image is, oh, it doesn't show me the physical size. Oh, there it is. 1024 by 1024. Okay. So I'm going to zoom it from, see right here where it says size. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put 1024 by the original size of the image. Break that. There we go. So there's the original image, okay? And then I'm going to come over here to the end of the video, right there, and I'm going to zoom to twice that. So if we do the math, we're going to double the size. So we go 1024 times 2, that'd be 2048. Okay, so we're going to double the size. So let's highlight that and that. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Oh, the comma is confusing it. I'll enter it manually. All right. So now if we play this, you'll notice, and I did this backwards. We're supposed to zoom out, not in. That was really silly. Okay. So, so this should be 1024, 1024. Okay. And if we come over here, this should be the 48. There we go. Now, if we play it, you'll see what it's going to be. let's see, 1024. Here we go. I'm messing this up. Stand by here. Oh, I didn't do it big enough. I didn't make my images big enough. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to have to regenerate my images. Well, my on-the-fly experiment is probably not going to work. So I'm going to have to regenerate my images and then do this again. So I won't do that while you watch. But what I will do is here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make this video as soon as we finish and get off the air. I'll record it and then I'll have it for you next week. Okay. So, and then we'll have the results. So I'm going to make this ad. I'll create this video. I'll make the ad. And then next week, I'll show you how I did it and I'll show you the results. So we're going to run some ad. We'll run some traffic to it. I'll show you, did it do better or worse than the previous ads? And you'll get a chance to see for yourself what the results are. And then I will show you step by step when I have the images properly put together. So I just didn't create them the right size. And yeah, that's my fault. So sorry about that, but there we go. And I think we're coming up on an hour now. And so a couple of things I'd like to do. Number one, I want to do another ad test. So who here was with me last week for an ad test? Let me know in the chat. Were you here? Yes or no for the ad test? Because we just got the channel monetized. So the channel is starting to grow and it just became monetized. And we did a little experiment. And I find it very interesting from a marketing and money-making standpoint to see who gets ads, who doesn't, and what kind of ads you all get. Okay. Some of you were here, some of you weren't. Okay. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an ad test. And what I want to do is there's a button I can push in the back end of our live streaming system here on YouTube. And it's going to push out some YouTube ads, you know, like traditional ads that you would usually see on a YouTube video. And what I would like to do, it's an experiment. So will you guys want to participate in the experiment? What we'll do is we're going to do this. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to push the button. I will push the ads out. And then I want you to comment in the chat what you see. Let me know what kind of an ad do you see. Some of you might have YouTube Premium, so you won't see an ad at all. Some of you may still not see an ad. YouTube is really funny. Even though I push the button to tell it to push ads out, there's always a segment of the audience that YouTube does not show ads to. So this will be really, really interesting. You know, I think the channel will make something like $5 or something for doing this. I'm not going to get rich doing this, but it's a very interesting test. I want to actually see what you see. So you down for that? Let's do our ad test. So I'm going to go into the stream back end here. And, oh, YouTube wants me to verify it's me. Oh, darn it. Hold on one second. Oh. Okay, it's making me verify it's me. That is ridiculous. Okay. Okay. I'm verified. That was silly. Okay, here we go. Here is our ad test. I'm going to push the button now, and you tell me, do you see an ad? And what is it? Okay, I put the button. It says ads inserted. So who's getting an ad and who's not? And yeah, so tell me in the chat. There's always a delay, by the way. So there's about it ranges from 5 to 10 seconds from when I talk and do things to when you guys all see and hear it out there. So it's all part of the streaming delay. But let me know who got an ad and who did not. Okay, so Greg is premium, so like me. I'm spoiled. So I love YouTube Premium. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And with YouTube Premium, you don't see any ads. So looks like a lot of you did not see. Okay, Darlene got a funnel hacking ad. Okay, cool. Noxious got a shoe ad. Several of you still haven't got ads yet. A Wix ad is what Troy saw. Okay, many of you saw no ad. Okay, Mint Mobile, that's what Growing Up 60s, 70s got. Okay, a lot of no ads. Okay, Tim Hortons is from Arcatron. Okay, most of you did not get an ad. That's interesting. And some of you are not premium and you still didn't see an ad. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. So we may do one more of those in a minute, but that helps a lot. And then we'll see what the monetization was. Last week, we literally made like $5, I think, from that ad test last week. So we're definitely not getting rich on YouTube ad revenue anytime soon. So I think maybe by next week, I could take producer Nick to lunch with the ad revenue the channel is making. So that's I'm doing it mostly as an experiment just to see. I think, several months into the future when the channel is grown, maybe I can use it to fund expansion and fund things to make the channel bigger and more valuable to you guys. But as of right now, I get to take Nick to lunch every once in a while. That's about it. Okay, cool. So that's it for our ad experiment. And we are going on about an hour. So here's what I would like to do. I'd like to we'll just do open Q&A. We'll just do an Ask Me Anything segment right now because we have been live for an hour now. So let's just throw it to you. So I would like to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. So if you're a push button AI customer and you want some advice on how to get traffic, how to best utilize your site, or if you're not a push button AI customer yet, that's cool. Still ask me if there's anything I can do to give you advice on selecting a niche market, strategy, mindset. And by the way, that is probably the most important thing of all. I know everybody gets very distracted by tactics and strategies and things like that, but I'm going to tell you, your number one thing that will determine your success is mindset. It is not which piece of cool technology you're using. As much as I'd love you to use push button AI, that's not the thing that will decide whether or not you are profitable as an entrepreneur. It is mindset, and it is the actions that you take, particularly taking action over an extended period of time. Unfortunately, I think humans are wired for short-term results and short-term thinking, short-term payoffs. And our internet culture, the world, the age of TikTok, is making that worse than ever. And I think that is probably easily the number one thing that you can do is try to untrain your mind to not behave that way. We're through media and through culture and through the internet, we are being trained to think short term, little bits of time. And I think we all, and I'm talking about me as well. This is not me pointing fingers at anyone. I think it's universal. We want fast payoffs, right? And sometimes we don't get a fast payoff when it comes to building a profitable business. That is the reality of it. Some people can have quick overnight success. Some people work at it for a long time before they have success. And you have to be prepared for that. Sure, you can have fast success, but if you go in thinking that everything has to happen like that, you're going to have a struggle and you're likely going to fall into the hamster wheel, right? The hamster wheel to nowhere of you're running on that hamster wheel and you're trying new thing after new thing after new thing, and you never go anywhere. You're just running in place because you don't stay with any one thing long enough for that long-term future payoff. And that, by far, I think this one thing can make a huge difference for anyone, especially if you're just getting started on your journey as an entrepreneur. This is so important to, again, it's untraining your mind, because that is how we're wired, and it's reinforced through culture and through the internet that we should be looking for immediate, quick paydays. And that is just not the reality for most people. Some people get them. That is true. I've had customers that have done training, and yes, they make overnight success. That does happen, but it is very rare. Most of the time, Success comes through repetitive, consistent action on one course, not jumping from like, oh, I'll do affiliate marketing this week, and then I'll try a membership site this week, and then I'll try a blog next week, and then I'll try some other new thing that I got, saw on a webinar. That's the path to failure, unfortunately. So, all right, I'm going to step off my soapbox. And producer Nick, did we have any questions that I can help anyone with?
Yeah. So I was actually working on one. So Blake had asked me. So this one's for Nick.
Yeah.
Where are you finding the resources for mastering Midjourney? And I told him I'm a newsletter addict. I'm subscribed to tons of them. And I was just pulling up my favorite AI newsletters for him.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's my answer. It's newsletters for sure.
Okay. Yeah, right on. Newsletters and just watch the channel. We'll keep feeding you more and more awesome tools as we find them. So in fact, next week, we've got a big old list of some tools that I want to share with you. Many of them are probably things you have never seen before. Some cutting edge things that are coming on market, which, by the way, I also got invited today into Google's AI in there. If you ever heard of Google Labs, Google has an AI labs that they invite people in for experiments. I just got invited in for their music maker. So they have an AI music generation tool. Would you guys like to see it? I'll answer some questions and maybe we'll end off on that as a show. I can I'll dive in and we can play around with Google's new AI music maker together. So I literally just logged in before the show started. So I haven't even got to use it yet. So if you guys want to see that, it's behind the scenes inside the labs I got invited into. So that'd be fun. Okay, next question.
Yes. Well, we had a comment from our friend Noxious. I think he's listened. I think he's been in almost all of our live trainings, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah. Well, we got several regulars. I think a lot of our push button AI customers come to these things pretty religiously. So, which I love. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. But it was just a comment on your, the last topic you were talking about, and you were saying, yeah, I lose focus and I get distracted on other things.
It's so easy to do. I mean, Nick can testify. He watches me work, each day, and it's hard to. The thing is, it's like a double-edged sword. We're living in an age of so much opportunity, and I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but everywhere you look, there is opportunity to profit and make money and build businesses in ways that were never possible in the past, which is awesome, right? But at the same time, it makes it a world where you can be distracted at a moment's notice, like by some new exciting opportunity. Nick has seen how many times I have to turn down opportunity. I turn down more opportunity because I have to stay focused, and it's hard to do. So,
then sometimes you have to turn down good opportunities because there's such a scarcity of what you can actually put your attention on. It's really hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, just last week somebody had a really great opportunity and they wanted to partner with me, and I just. As exciting as it was and as awesome and profitable as it probably will be, I had to say no because, I have to stay focused on the long term. Yeah. Cool. Anything else? Any good questions? And then we'll play in the Google Labs together.
Yeah, here I'm looking. Well, this is this is a very interesting question. I don't know what your answer will be to this. It's on your plans for the future. Architron was asking, is GiveBot going to be upgraded with AI?
Yes. So at the moment, we are on a path with push button AI, and I want to get push button AI to a really good place. And in fact, that is actually in our future plans, is to go back to our chatbot product and do a round of improvements. So yeah, that is on the roadmap, but I'm not doing it until I'm happy. I want push button AI to be something that is a really amazing, awesome product. And we're actually close. We have there's a whole, for the customers, by the way, some of you may have heard me talk about version 2 of our course builder. We're like this far from releasing it. It's coming out very soon. So version 2 of our course builder is coming out. Then I have a site builder that's going to be coming out that will build a funnel, right? So you think about like a sales page, an opt-in, a free report that can basically sell anything you could imagine. So whether you want to spin up an affiliate site and use it to do that, or you want to spin up a site to sell your own stuff. But basically, that's the next site builder that we are building in Pushbutton AI, is something that will create these funnel sites. And you can either create funnels to sell your own stuff, or you can create funnels to sell affiliate products of other people's to earn commission. So that is the next 2 releases coming out. And the version 2 of our course builder is, like, I thought actually I could announce it today, but it's not quite ready. So I'll probably be announcing that next week on next week's show. So we're so close. Okay, what else we got?
So Tracy was asking, this is when you were, we're going to revisit it, but you were showing the zoom effect, how to do that with Midjourney and Runway. And she was curious, could she use this technique for reviewing or for showing like real life products for YouTube or TikTok without showing her face?
Yes. So what you could do, okay, well, this is going to be like, I can't show you this today, but what you could do is take pictures. Think of how I uploaded my face, right, to Midjourney. You could upload a product and prompt Midjourney to put that product in different scenarios. And this would be take some experimentation. And once you've got that figured out, then you could do the zoom, the infinite zoom thing that I'll be showing, that I'll be teaching next week. Yeah. But yeah, just imagine that concept, right? Of the equivalent of me putting my face in Midjourney, but instead you putting your products in there.
Yeah, and on that topic, I know, I think I talked to you a little bit about it, but on the e-commerce side, I don't know what kind of business she has and what she's doing, but on the e-commerce side, there are, and I haven't tried any, to be honest. I don't know if it's all hype or not, because I haven't seen behind the scenes. But there are a ton of tools where you give them pictures of your product to train the AI on what it looks like, and then you can prompt it like you would with Midjourney and have AI do like photo shoots of your product.
Maybe we should feature one of those, Nick. You want to feature that next week?
Yeah, I could do some research. We'll see. We'll uncover the truth on if these things actually work and maybe which ones are better. And there's a ton of them out there. You could do like a roundup of like 8 of these tools and which ones are the best.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. And then anything else? I want to kind of quickly get through whatever remaining questions we've got. And then we're going to play around in Google's labs and make some music.
I think that's it. And I apologize if I accidentally skipped over anyone's question. That's not on purpose, but I think that's it.
All right, cool. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I think the presidents want to talk to you, and Elon. So I am going to share a quick little commercial about Pushbutton AI with everyone. And I'm going to prep and get my screen ready in the meantime. So if you haven't yet become a Pushbutton AI customer, watch this video, and you can always join us at pushbutton.ai/free class. Pushbutton.ai/free class. And here's a little commercial, and I'll be right back.
Presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
The other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had Pushbutton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using Pushbutton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This Pushbutton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, It must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so there you go. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class. And producer Nick, if you could share that link in the live room, that would be awesome for any of you who haven't yet become a member. And Pushbutton AI is a suite of tools designed to help you build businesses, entire businesses at the push of a button, from building your sales page to a squeeze page to get subscribers, to a 12-module training course, to videos, to a 30-day email sequence, and a heck of a lot more. It even makes your logo. It even helps you find an awesome domain name. In fact, some of our customers that are here with us live could even talk about that. Did you guys find some cool domain names or what? Like, I'm always blown away by the domains that Pushbutton AI comes up with. They're pretty darn cool. So if you want to learn more about how you can use this push button business builder, it doesn't just build an article, it doesn't just build an ebook, it doesn't just build any one thing. It builds the entire business, sets up your hosting, launches your website, sets up your shopping cart. If you have a course that you're doing with your business, it sets up what's called a learning management system where your users and your buyers get your unique email and password to log in and get their courses, and a heck of a lot more. It's all at pushbutton.ai/free class. You have to attend the webinar to find out if you're qualified and if you are a fit for our early access beta program. And there you go. So with that, I am going to share my screen again. And I'm going to pull around Google Labs. So this is Music LM. So I have not looked at this yet. This is the first time I logged in and left this screen here just before we went live. So I have not worked with Music LM, but this is in Google's labs. So Google has created this AI tool that makes music. So let's read this together and we'll find out how it works. So about Music LM, how to make a good prompt. Be descriptive, electronic or classical instrument sounds best. Mention the vibe, mood, or emotion you want to create. Certain queries that mention artists or include vocals will not be generated. Okay, so you're not supposed to try to rip off copyrighted music. Improve the model by giving out trophies. So when there's okay, so you tell Google which songs sound best, and then, oh, you can save them. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to click got it. And here, wow, this is a very simple interface. What shall we create? Okay, let's say a hip hop electronic beat. Pretty simple. Oh, it's going to make me log in again. All right, so it's doing something. Let's find out what happens here. That's kind of cool. So there we go. I've got music that I could actually use that. We could use that in an ad. I could use that on my show. So okay, here's track 2. That's pretty cool too. Okay, so let's see. What does the 3 dots do? Okay, so you can download it, send feedback, and then share it. Okay. What do you guys want? Anybody have what kind of music should I generate? Let's. Somebody wanted me to do some country music, so let's see. Here, let's do this. Let me know in the chat. What do you guys want me to make? Let's try an old-timey country music cowboy song. Okay. Let's find out what that does. So there we go. Yeah. So let me know in the chat, what kind of music would you guys like to hear? Okay. And Okay, tribal drumming. I like that. Ah. Wow. Is that coming through well for you guys? Are you guys hearing the music very well? Nick, is that coming through?
Yeah, I can hear it just fine.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Hey, I have a question.
Yep, here. How do I pause it? Okay.
Can you download them, like as an MP3?
Download. Yeah, right there.
Oh, cool.
I mean, look how simple this I really like how the interface is simple and you can come up with this. So let's take some of these suggestions from the chat. I like track 1 here, country. So then we have that. So one suggestion was tribal drumming. Let's see, tribal drumming, and let's just see what that 2 words. Let's find out what it makes. And then also we had smooth jazz, modern jazz. Yeah, as Blake noticed, there's even there was even a weird, like a hint of a vocal going on in the background. That seems kind of chaotic, but what do you think about that? That was from, is that from you? I think so. Chaos Dragon. I think here's track 2. I kind of like track 2 a little better. I mean, this is crazy. So, I mean, you think about this, that a short time ago, none of this technology existed. And here I can just type in any idea I want and it's going to spit out music that I can use. It's just crazy to me. But all right, let's try some more. Let's see. Let's try. Modern jazz. That was one. Let's see what else. So we have smooth jazz also. A Brazilian samba. I'll try that too. Wow. I don't know. I mean, I'm not necessarily a jazz connoisseur, but I'm kind of impressed by that. That's kind of crazy. Let's try track 2. I feel like I'm in an elevator listening to some jazz being played there. Okay. Okay, cool. And then here, let's try. It was samba, right? It's Brazilian samba. Of course, I need to spell Brazilian right. There we go. And we'll try that out. Okay. So good question. Troy wants to know, how do we get that software? So it's in Google Labs. So if you go to labs, labs.google.com, and you have to apply, and not everyone gets in. So I just got access to this, but that's how you would get access to this tool. So and it is called Music LM. So usually they'll show you a list of projects that you're eligible to get invited to, and you can apply to get access. And then sometimes right away, sometimes it'll be a little bit later. You'll get an email or a message that'll let you in. But all right, let's listen to the Brazilian samba. Okay, so that's track 1. Oh, that's weird. Track 2 came out silent. So this is obviously looks like a bug. Oh, there we go. So actually track 2, I thought it was silent, but oh, it is. See, it's got a whole bunch of silence and then the music kicks in. That's kind of weird. That seems like a bug of some kind. Cool. So now, obviously, the music isn't going to win a Grammy, right? But if you're making music for commercial purposes, right? So you want to make a little track that kind of sits underneath one of your videos. Like we're using a lot of AI music in our ads, so it's really good to usually have that, in your advertisements. If you have a voiceover, to put a little very subtle under track of the of music. So, and this is fantastic for that. You saw my corny theme song for my show, right? Same thing. That was generated by AI, and I can only imagine, like, I created that a few weeks back, and what's going to be coming down the pipe. I mean, I think we're going to get to a place pretty quickly where AI music to the non-trained ear will sound as good as real, I'll use air quotes, real music. So cool. Then yeah, awesome. So that is Google's, what do they call it? Music LM. And I'm pretty impressed by what it can do. Yeah, this is cutting edge stuff. And if you can get access at labs.google.com, go in there, look for the project, apply for access, and see if you can get in. But it's impressive. I'm very impressed with it so far. And there you have it. And by the way, if you haven't yet got access to Suno is another project. That's what I use to make my little theme song for my show. And you can we covered how to use Suno on an earlier episode, but Suno is another place where you can get some great AI music with vocals. Seems like Google mostly doesn't have vocals, although a couple of the country tracks they have like a shadow of a background singer kind of going there. But yeah, I would say if you can't get access to this, look up Suno AI, and it's something that you install on Discord. Excuse me. All right. Well, then I think we're going to be wrapping up here in a moment. But producer Nick, do you have this week's new video queued up?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it's up right now. I can link it.
All right, cool. Yeah, make sure you link it via the playlist. And so here was what we're going to do. We're going to do a little contest for those of you who stayed with me here. We're going to kick off a little contest. I'm going to run it probably for the next 42 hours, I think. But we have a new video that we just dropped on the channel. And what's it about? I don't even know what today's video is about, Nick.
It's actually on Code Interpreter. Funny enough, very recently they changed the name of Code Interpreter.
Okay.
Like a few days ago. But
cool.
It's the same tools. You can still use it.
What's it called now?
I think it's called Advanced Data Analytics. Let me verify.
Okay.
Yeah, Advanced Data Analysis. That's the new name.
Okay. I like that. I think just about the same. That's still not a good name, but okay. All right. Awesome. Well, so here's the deal. So we've just dropped a new video on the channel. And of course, this is a new channel that we're pushing and we're trying to grow it. We're having some pretty good luck, but it's still a small channel. So what I would like to do is incentivize you. So I'm going to be, we're going to drop that link in the chat. We're going to end today's broadcast and then head on over there and watch it. And not just watch it, engage with it. So give it if you like it, if you don't like the video, don't like it. But if you like it, give it a big old thumbs up and drop some comments. Let me know what you think of that content. Okay. And those of you who engage, those of you who are subscribers. So number one, subscribe to the channel, engage with that video, and we will be selecting one lucky engager for a cash prize. We'll do $100. We'll do $100. So we're going to leave that open for the next 48 hours. We're going to drop the link into the chat box the box right now, so that those of you who are still here can go check that out. And again, watch it to the end, like it, subscribe to the channel, engage with it, and we're going to be selecting one of the lucky engagers and dropping a cash prize, $100 for one of you. And that is eligible over the next 48 hours. So keep an eye on your inbox. If you're on my subscriber list, we'll announce the winners through there. And so you got that link, Nick? You ready to push it out?
Yep, it's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, why don't I see it? Wild. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, you just went straight to the video. You didn't use the playlist.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to make that work right now.
Ah, okay. Here, let me do it. Stand by, everyone. I'll get you the link in a moment, and then we will pin it to the channel. Which playlist is it in, Nick?
It should be in AI marketing and business building. I'm seeing that on the back end, but then when I go to your actual channel from the public end, it doesn't. It's not there.
I see it. It's the last in the lineup. So let me move it to the top. And do that. You may have heard of Code Interpreter, ChatGPT's newest. There it is. And so, okay, so now, little delay, but here's what we can do. I'll pop this into the chat myself here. Let's go over here. Put it in there. There you go. We'll pin that. And there you go. So head on over there. I popped that into the chat. Go check it out. Again, watch the video to the end, engage with it, and let me know your thoughts. Did you like the video? Was it useful? Did you learn something? And I hope you get a lot out of it. And again, we have a 48-hour contest for channel engagers. And let's kick that off starting right now. So on that note, today it's been we've gone a little bit long today. I was going to cover our commission chain reaction training. I'm going to push that to next week. We will cover that. But at this point, that's it for today. We're going to wrap up. I'm going to push out a little push button ad promotion, and then we're going to be wrapping up for today. If you're a member of Push Button AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help two different kinds of people. Number one, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content, have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then Push Button AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, Push Button AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button, and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, and actually we'll make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way, so we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there.
Now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called Push Button AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. Push Button AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with Push Button AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
Celebrities or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had Push Button AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using Push Button AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning. You wouldn't believe.
This Push Button AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
You know you can now launch your own doing this. Don't miss out this time.
McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.